666, we like this shit, see. We get so quick, with a just mass on that bitch. Turn up and these niggas old 666, we like this shit, see. We get jacked so quick, jack with a just mask on that bitch. Turn up and these niggas old 666, we like this shit, see. We get jacked so quick, jack with a just mask on that bitch. Turn up and these niggas old 666, we like this shit, see. We get jacked so quick, jack with a just mask on that bitch. Turn up and these niggas old 666, we like this shit, see. We get jacked so quick, jack with a just mask on that bitch. Turn up and these niggas old 666, we like this shit, see.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the AM2 Contest of Speed Season 14 Championship. We are here for round two at the Jeddah Street Circuit under the lights. It's round two here. My name is BK. I'm your main commentator tonight, and joining me, we have a very special guest tonight, two-time AM3 constructor champion, longtime teammate, and just a good friend of mine. Sean Boy, welcome to the booth.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to hop in the commentator booth again. It's a rare occurrence, but it's always fun when we get the chance to do this.
Absolutely, yeah. And like you said, it's a rare occurrence. Oh, I got a overlay on from my steering wheels. Flip that off. Man, oh, that might have to be stuck on for a second. Oh, I'll have to figure that out in a minute. Anyways, yeah, we're back for round two after a very exciting round one. We had Jamin taking victory in a very dominant race. I'll get the spectator stuff open here while we get ready. Looks like Kane needs a bit of an invite as well.
Sent already. He should be joining.
Perfect, perfect. That's open and perfect. Let's get some action out here. Red Arrow is out on track, taking us around the circuit. I'm gonna try to get Sim Hub closed here. I don't know why this. There we go. Got it off there. Perfect. Oh yeah. Well, we raced here last night, and surprisingly, for what this circuit is known for, lots of safety cars. We did not have any full course safety cars. What are your expectations for tonight as we wait for the first few cars to come around and start setting some laps?
I can definitely see a couple safety cars happening. I mean, I feel like again it was a rare occurrence last night for us not to have anything. So if it follows anything like EU2 today, it's going to be quite the hectic race.
Yeah, if you were not around for EU2, they had a safety car who decided that they wanted to just stay out on track, just keep driving for 7 to 10 odd laps. Got a couple people shouting out McLaren in the chat. Welcome everyone, welcome everyone. Good to see you. Get your prediction in for what you think the pole time will be. We've got an over under of 28.7. Looks like most people are taking the under right now, but we've got Red Arrow about to take us on a lap. Let's jump on board with the Mercedes driver, get rid of all the unnecessary things, and follow him in as he breaks into turn one. About 100 meters, really trying to keep it tight over those curbs and squeezing the throttle on the exit. Really tricky turn to get right up here, turn four, I believe. Trying not to hit the wall there, just getting warmed up here. Oh, looks like Kadia has left the session. Might need another invite. I'm getting spammed up the button Discord. Yeah,
I
Kadia, I do know that.
I don't know if Katia has me as a friend. Try and get them back in. Oh, there, right there.
Yeah, I do know the prediction is going to end after quali. I'm going to close it with about 9 minutes to go. We got Red Arrow here, still pushing through on sector 2 here. Look off board here, what he can do through Lance Stroll's favorite turn on Jeddah Corniche circuit. Manages to keep it tidy. He's going to be one of the first cars to set a lap. Red Arrow, after somewhat a disappointing first race, really looking to bounce back here. What can he do on his first attempt? Melkarn provisional 129.0. That is a fantastic first lap.
That's
What a
a
banker.
very good banker for him.
Red Arrow sets a 130.3 on his lap. Looked like he got a little loose in a couple sectors, so not surprised with that one. Didn't get the maximum that he possibly could have. Jamin now jumps up to first with a 128.9. Maybe a little bit of a slipstream from the Haas there. Inadvertent or intentional, who will say? And Spanini now, the other contender from last week. Oh, all the familiar names jumping back up, and we've immediately already smashed that prediction. I'm gonna close that before
Did not
anybody
take long.
anybody uh chooses any other points to. There you go. That is, I might have underestimated these gentlemen. I guess I didn't see what the AM or EU2 pole time was, but yeah, there you go. Give it to these guys. Spanini just smashing it immediately. I thought Mail Carton's lap was really quick off the gates, and then immediately into the 28s we go. Complete that prediction. Give everybody their points. If any of the mods are in the chat, can you throw up another prediction for us for qualifying potentially? I'm not sure. What do we do now? We've already beaten that. You looking for the 27s eventually, potentially?
I was gonna say, are we gonna see 28 flat coming out here tonight, or what will it end up as?
Van Doot setting the purple sector 1. The long left-hander here. Tricky turn there. Van Doot cam is live. Lots of people cheering the V-carb driver on last week. Is the Van Doot army present tonight? Cheering on this fantastic driver. Looking to force his way into good position in qualifying. But we have a good mix of cars in the top 8. Look at that, all different constructors. So far, still a few cars to set some laps, but a couple reserves in there as well. Keen to see how they do tonight. Van Duke coming across the line now. What is he gonna do? 130.3 jumps into P7 just ahead of Red Arrow. We follow along to a little bit earlier. So we've got Spanini on the top step. Provisional pole so far in qualifying, and some good salt in the Ferrari. P2, Damon, our winner last week, in P3. And all those guys within the 28, so 3 times in the 28 so far. That's pretty solid. And we have a retirement Bandit actually. Looks like in his in lap. May have binned it in sector 1. I can see a yellow flag there.
That is not what you want to see.
Is Bandit AM's version of Sid? I know, Sean Boy, that probably won't. You probably don't know what I'm talking about. You don't pay attention to the Discord. But for those of you that do, is Bandit AM's version of Sid? Mail cartons completely stopped on the racetrack. He was just really had to get a good look at what his team's board was saying.
Small writing on those, apparently.
Oh, poor Bandit though. Wonder what happened there. Couple other cars out on track. Looks like Katia AM2 winner from last night on their debut, reserving tonight. Looks like they're doing a double warm-up lap, not a competitive lap being set right now. AC, last year's AM3 champion, potentially on a push lap. Yeah, we just caught him at the start of it, so here he comes through sector 1 now. Let's jump on board with the Mercedes driver. Down to 5th gear through there, back up through the gears. Looking really stable through there. Much more stable than I was looking last night, I have to admit.
This is an easy track to get a little loose on, and the walls are very close.
Yeah. Keeps it pretty close to the wall through there. That was nice and tidy. Now just foot to the floor, open up the DRS, admire the view for a few moments, and then pay your respects to Lance Stroll as you fling it to the left. Oh, and he's just a bit wide there, and that's going to be invalid. Manages to keep control of the car, didn't put it in the wall. He can put in another lap eventually, but not the ideal line there, and he's going to have to pay the price and go again. Get here on a good lap. We got Jamin and Spanini both on out laps. Both 2 good contenders and some good salt coming out of the pits now as well. Katia now on their lap. No, it does not look like it. They're 1.5 away from their benchmark. So Spanini sitting on provisional pole still for about 9 minutes left in qualifying. Like Spanini is going to be the first one to start his lap. So let's stay on board with the man in provisional pole and see what they can do here. we missed him on his first flyer, so have to show the Red Bull driver some respect here as he launches it into turn 1. Sean Boy, would you like to take us through a lap here?
I would love to, but I honestly don't know any of the turn names here.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
He's braking and
yeah,
he's
we'll give
turning and
you.
he's
We'll give
braking
you.
and he's
Yeah.
turning.
So yeah, you're on board Spanini, you say?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So coming through probably one of the toughest sectors of the track, probably the toughest sector.
Oh, he's red.
Oh, he is invalid as soon as I start that. So let's find someone else starting a lap or coming through the same area here.
Jamin just picking up
Jamin,
where
actually, yeah, it's in the exact same spot. So you coming out of the trickiest part of the track down this nice little straight to a pretty heavy braking zone to a hard left-hander. Roll out of that easy on the gas because that's where I died last night. You roll through into a hard right
oh, he
left.
clipped the
Be
wall.
careful. Oh, he clips it.
Oh,
Oh, he's backwards. Oh, he keeps it off the wall though. A very good save.
a little bit too
But
much curve there,
looks
maybe.
like yeah, looks like that is the end of his lap.
Some good salt
We're not
now. Oh, Jamin got a 5-place grid penalty there. Actually, I didn't see. He must have had a collision with Orlando. It says the game. When Orlando was coming through. But some good salt now. Maybe he can be the one in the top 3 to finish a lap and
I
improve.
said I don't know if I want to continue going here. Everyone I switch to has issues.
Well,
And I guess we did pretty much come to the end of the track. I guess just pretty much flat out to the final corner here.
the good news is that except for I guess they're both in the pits, but some good salt, and I'm assuming the others used tires there. Post Gerwin using mediums in qualifying. Interesting selection there. But the used tire run, and
Oh,
he
some
does
good
improve.
salt.
128.459. They are flying out there in AM2. These guys are
Impressive.
no joke. The top end AM2. What do we got now? Orlando managed to jump up to P5 right alongside his teammate there in the fourth, Male Carton. The first lap that he set in the 129.0. Red Arrow now managed to get to the 129.8. See, just his previous lap, so he is not pushing now. Scary Terry reserving, sitting at P11. Little bit of a lull at this point in qualifying, you know, when not too much going on.
Yeah, everyone's getting ready for the final lap now.
Couple cars getting ready now for their final runs, but there's about 5 minutes left in qualifying. Nick AC still yet to set a lap after that mistake on his first one going off the track.
Does look like Male Carton is just starting a hot lap right now. I think he may be one of the only ones.
Coming through sector 1 now, keeping it relatively tidy there. Oh, bouncing over the curbs, but keeping it valid. He is slightly down on his time. I'd be surprised if he keeps pushing. What we got on outlaps? Nick AC must be pushing on now, trying to set a lap. Oh, he's actually red. Not having a good time of it right now. I know Nick AC, the Mercedes driver, he's switched to no assist. He was in AM3 last season. I did the same thing and I was in AM1 last season, and he's in a higher tier than me right now. So you gotta give it to him for giving it all he can. Where is he stopped on the side of the track? Letting some cars by. Oh, letting another car by. pretty tough to do that on this track. Good for him for being respectful and getting out of the way where he could. Now it's Katia. They are just about to start a lap, I think, or just on their lap.
Yeah, just about to end sector 1.
I'm just washed, Pablo. Dude, facts, bro. I am just washed. Sector 1 is an improvement, but doesn't like a relatively competitive time so far. Entree, that's classified. Alright, 2.5 minutes left now. There's gonna be a few cars getting ready to come out of the pits. Katia is improving still. The 1.7 seconds up. Maybe this is where the mistake came previously and they bailed out of it. On the brakes into the final turn. Coming across the line now, and it is 137. I wonder what happened on that lap. Middle car in red still, and we've got all three of the top three coming out for out laps. There's all marginally down on their time. Ragley is red. Minute and a half left. So let's see who is going to be the first to start their final lap here in the queue. Got Salt there. Heaney's not too far behind him. Damon's one of the furthest along. He's pretty far back there. Got a kick, a Mercedes, and a Red Bull about to start the lap, and I'm not spinning. Yeah, no. All right. Well, I think Jamin is the one that's about to start their lap first. So let's see what he can do. First one to do his final lap of qualifying. Last week's winner, our current AM2 championship leader, looking to make a statement here with his final attempt in qualifying. Turn 1, nice and smooth through there. Maybe a small lockup, but nothing too harmful. On board here as he gets turned in. Oh, good there. Not too close to the wall. Really tricky through there. He does well though. What's his time gonna be looking like here? Some good Salt actually set the fastest lap and retired.
I believe I just saw him backwards in turn 3, I believe. So may have been a wall. I'm not sure.
They have hit a wall. Okay.
Could also be the AI driver trying to park somewhere safe on the track where there's not too many safe places to park.
Exactly. Damon coming through sector 2 now. He's down, I guess, up on his time, so not in a good spot. Spinini is going to be
2 tenths
shortly
up.
behind him. 2/10 up. Got some McLarens coming through as well. Orlando, not too. Oh, he's actually ahead of Spinini here. So let's see what Orlando can do as he comes across the line. Spinini will be immediately behind. You can almost see him in your picture there. There he is. Might even get a little sniff of a toe here for Spinini. He does improve, but not in his position. And Spinini goes pole. The 128.367. And Aston Martin coming across the line could be Garwin. Not. Oh, it was. Chubb Tucker. Next, we got the Mercedes. Potentially Nick. No. Nick is
Got
done.
the
Red
William. Oh
Arrow
no, DK.
jumps into the pits. Williams of DK is invalidated as well. I believe that could be.
That's
Oh my
it.
goodness. What happened? Red Arrow got disqualified for blocking the pit lane. What the heck just happened?
Oh no.
I am so confused as to what just happened, but remember, who has the grid penalty? Jamin's gonna have the grid penalties. Our top three is gonna be Spanini, Some Good Salt, and Mail Carton, and DK and P4. So that's a front row for qualifying. I can't believe that happened to Red Arrow there. What was that?
I don't know. Never seen that one happen before.
All right, we're gonna get a new prediction going here before we get to the qualifying order. Okay, so the final qualifying order here for you. We have got Spanini on pole, Some Good Salt P2, Jamin P3, Mailcard P4, DK Nortec P5, Chubb Tucker P6, Orlando P7, Heavy Chalice P8, Fragley P9, and Scary Terry P10. That is your top 10. A field spread here, but remember, Jamin is going to have that 5-place grid penalty. We will be back in a moment. Don't forget to get your predictions in. Welcome back, everybody. We are just about ready to get underway for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix and the AM2 Contest of Speed Season 14 Championship. We saw a few drivers dipping into the 128s there in qualifying, but Spanini coming out on top. Some Good Salt in P2. Tomboy, what are your predictions for this race? Or
Well, I'm
our,
thinking we. Oh, what was that? Sorry.
I was gonna say our prediction for the chat is over under 11.5 front wings damaged.
Oh, that's
Well, changed, I
it's,
guess, in the pits.
it's a lot of front wings. I think I'm gonna go with the under on that one. I think it'll be close, but I don't know if we'll get to 11 with only 16 drivers tonight.
It is a tall order, but it is Jeddah, and we are just about ready to get underway here. 5 red lights, and we are racing in AM2. Alex Panini trying to get away from Some Good Salt. They're almost 3 wide. Some Good Salt throws it down the inside in turn 1. Spanini managing to fight it off for now. Who's going to get the better exit? Looks like Some Good Salt did, and Mail Carton also taking advantage of his start. Nicely done for the McLaren driver there. Spanini unfortunately falling back into third, but no major damage there. We have a little bit of an incident in the back with Heavy Chalice falling down to 15th, but nothing major going on there. I'm not sure why SimHub started up again. What was that? Some Good Salt maintaining the lead though right now from Mail Carton. Go through the fast and furious section here. About to pick up into the what would be the DRS zone, but that's not going to be enabled for one lap. And Mail Carton dipping across the track. That's probably going to be a track limits warning on the first lap. Going to allow Some Good Salt to get away and Spanini to make up a position on him as well. Got another car right on the back of him. DK Nortec looking hungry right now. We've got Some Good Salt leading from Spanini, leading from Mailcart, DK is very close behind, and he's going to go on the offensive here. Mailcart holding the inside, Not going to be enough this time, or is it? He pulls right back up alongside it, and he's holding that position for now. We've got DRS enabling on this lap. Some good salt leading away the field with the fastest lap on lap 1. And what's it going to be here for Mailcart and DK Nortec? Oh, DK gets ahead. Chubb
Oh
Tucker
no,
gets ahead, and Orlando has
Orlando.
unfortunately lost it in the back. He's tumbling down the order. I saw some damage there, potentially some wing changes happening already on lap 2, but no safety cars, no yellow flags. We've got 2 cars in the pits, Heavy Chalice and Scherzal surely changing some wings there. So that's potentially 2 for the prediction already, and I certainly saw a couple more happen after that.
Yeah, Nick AC is missing the right side of his wing as well.
Not telemetry, I don't want that. So Nick AC with a little bit of wing damage. Let's see if we can get a little action of the Mercedes driver. Unfortunately, lap 2 has some wing damage, but there you can have a good look at the tires. Some good salt on the mediums, as well as Spanini. The 2 cars behind on the softs, Chubb and DK Nortec, and they've made some positions early here. Let's see if they can continue with the charge. They chase down the top 2. And Milk Carton down to Fragley on the mediums. Looks like we got some battling down. Oh, what happened back there? Orlando getting a little bit loose, it looked like again. Damon getting ahead of Mail Carton on the mediums. Oh, and they're still fighting it out actually. This is a tough track to break away. When you're in a fight with somebody, you kind of have to get a good run, and there goes Panini. Speaking of good runs, getting a good run on some good salt, takes the lead back after dropping down a couple positions off the line. Calm, cool, collected, and he regains the lead. We're going to be closing that prediction. We'll call it lap 8. How about? So you got until about lap 8 to get your predictions in if you want to vote on how many front wing changes are happening. Looks like already 4 or 5 front wings have been changed in this race. So not going to let that influence your decision, but hey, that's just the facts right now. Gary Terry, ooh, a little off track there, but he's fighting it out with Orlando right now. Honestly, I haven't seen Orlando struggle this much. He does not have any damage, but it's interesting that he's additionally super quick. Expect him to be at the front. He was last week and was the AM2 runner-up last season. Just not making any inroads right now.
Yeah, he did have that little bit of contact at the start of the race, but doesn't look like any issues came out of it other than obviously losing a couple positions.
And we got the beautiful helicopter cam on right now, sponsored by Corona. Because that's what I'm drinking right now, I guess. So that's what we're sponsored by. Fragley gets the
And copyright
overtake.
immediately.
Does not get the overtake done. Unfortunately, on the Mercedes, he's fighting it back, but he has a DRS now. He's blinking for the battery, looking to the outside. Red arrow, holding that inside line. Late on the brakes, on the hard tires versus the mediums of Fragley. Manages to keep that position. Well done. Oh, that was a little tap in the wall for Red Arrow there. Chubb Tucker manages to get up to 3rd. I think there's a bit of an issue there for DK. And a couple more cars into the pits once again. Looks like we got another front wing change going on there. A couple more laps to get your predictions in. There's been quite a few. I mean, we set the bar high, but it is cooking right now. And the prediction is pretty locked dead even, so who knows? Maybe these boys will clean it up for the rest of the race. Maybe this is a sign of what's to come, and it's free money. Spanini, though, managing to hold off some good salt. Some good salt's going to have the DRS here. Potentially for 2 doses. Or is he just going to go for it here? No, he's sitting back. He's waiting for that prime opportunity. Getting closer, closer, closer. And he pulls alongside the Red Bull. Some good salt trying to retake the lead here. Oh, a little lock up for the Red Bull. Manages to keep it going the right way, but that's going to give a huge gap to the Ferrari ahead. over 2 seconds now when they were just alongside, looking all too familiar for me after my race last night. um, Spanini, luckily not getting any track limits penalties or warnings for that one, just unfortunately losing a little bit of time, but he has plenty of laps left to reel in that Ferrari, who has just gained a huge advantage, almost 3 seconds now. He is trying to check out, and fair play to him. He's looking for his first win of the season. Pablo, I don't want to talk about it. Our first penalty goes to Red Arrow. 3 second penalty coming on lap 5. Not what you want to see. Who do we got battling it out now? Jamin manages to get ahead of his teammate who is on the soft tires. Chubb, the last of the top 5 on the softs right now. Orlando now is kind of starting to pick up pace, and so is Scary Terry behind him. Both trying to make a position on Red Arrow.
It's a very nice little three-way battle happening for P8 at the moment.
Looks like Katia unfortunately has left the session. If you can get them
Yep,
back in.
we'll have to get them back in here.
Oh, looks like it's Scary Terry diving to the inside. Orlando trying to swoop around the outside with the extra grip, and he does manage to keep that position, but he's going to be under all sorts of pressure here. Was it worth it? No DRS. He's blinking. Both the cars behind him have DRS, and they are both going to jump ahead of him. This is not the position you want to be in if you're Orlando, and if you... Oh, he gets the switchback and almost gets a double overtake. It's going to get spicy. Too wide into turn 4. No, he thinks better of it. Oh, a little wide for the Mercedes driver there. Oh, and there's damage!
Oh no, it's in the wall.
Oh no, Red Arrow managed did not manage to keep it out of the wall there, and the Haas behind, I think, picked up some wing damage because of that.
Yes, Scary Terry is missing some wing.
He definitely is missing that front end plate. Here's a replay if you want to catch a bit more of what we just saw. Great battle between these 3 cars. Unfortunately, just a little bit wide for the Mercedes, and that kind of caused a chain reaction. And that might be another wing getting changed. We are on lap 6 of 25. Prediction closes in 2 laps. And I gotta remember to turn the replay scene off here.
Looks like another three-way battle happening here for P3 as well.
OP3 is starting to spice up as Chubb Tucker's softs are falling off a cliff on lap 7. Mail Carton. Oh, Chubb dives into the pits. Was that before the line or after? I don't know. But Mail Carton. Oh, I jumped to Spanini. Mail Carton now inherits P3 because of that, and Jamin is right on the back of him. Y'all sleeping on Bandute. He's P6. Bandute sneakily up to P6 on the softs. He is going to have to pit relatively soon. Speaking of pitting, Scary Terry, 10 seconds for speeding into those bad boys. Can't do that.
No, you cannot do that, and that is not what you want to see 7 laps into this race.
Oh, a 10-second penalty at least. Hopefully, if there's a safety car, they can get that removed, but that's going to cost them about 10 seconds in the pits, I'd say. I don't know. No mathematician, but I'd say 10-second penalty costs about 10 seconds.
Yeah, definitely about 10.
Roughly, give or take.
Yeah, looks like Orlando picked up a 3-second penalty for not staying in the track limits.
That's not going to help him at the end. Maybe just pushing a little too hard to try to close the gap ahead. I said he wasn't making much inroads, but now look at that. Granted, he has gained a couple positions on pit stops, but he is pushing on, trying to close the gap to P6, and Jamin's getting ahead of Mail Carton for P3. Is Mail Carton going to be able to answer here with the DRS advantage?
I think this is the 12th time they've changed positions already this race.
Some good old-fashioned wheel-to-wheel racing, and that gap to Some Good Soul is growing between him and Spanini. 2.6 now, not growing very quickly, but growing nonetheless. Ooh, Jamin just keeping control of the car. Current championship leader just needs to have a decent result here to continue his run.
feel like Ferragli is going to try and make the move into T1 to take that 10th position, but
Thinks better
had a
of it
little
now.
lockup, backed out, probably wise.
Yep. Last thing you want to do is lock up into somebody's side pod.
Yeah, Stewards don't like that one.
Scary Terry really pushing on Scherzel here. He's on the fresher hard tires. I should really get rid of that tire graphic because it takes up half the screen. Oh, and we have a retirement. Coach Garwin is out of the race. We have our first safety car in action in lap 8 after a few of the soft runners have already pit. Chubb, Tucker, and a few others. I'm going to have to bring up the tire graphic again now. Yeah, Bandu, DK Nortec, Heavy Chalice benefiting from that soft tire run, not pitting before the safety car came out. So they, well, DK lost a couple positions, but Bandu up 8 with those soft tires. Fair play to him. Jamin up 5 right now before the safety car. And Kadia is retired from the session. That might be in the pits. This is gonna spice things up. We could take a little safety car. Unfortunate for Coach Garwin. I would love to hear what happened to him in the chat, but I completely missed it. And we are gonna close the prediction now. Oh, that's the wrong mouse. Issues when you have laptop and a PC that your predictions are officially closed. And some good salt is leading the field right now. Spanini in second. Did everyone get to pit? No. Salt did not get to pit, and he is behind the safety car. So last night in the AM2 race, this is about when we had our VSC, and I thought it was too early for the VSC at that point. If it was a safety car, I probably would have pitted. It was a full-blown safety car.
Yeah, if it was a full safety, I would have pitted as well.
Van Dude,
But maybe he's trying to go to the softs here, and this safety car will help him extend that probably lap 18 or 19. Cut a couple laps off that soft run for him.
I wonder if it just came out at a bad time for him and he kind of got stuck because it looks like he is going for the pit lane now and he is going to lose out a ton because of this. This is exactly what happened to Sergio Perez in a couple of years ago in Saudi Arabia. I don't know if it happened the same way to Salt where he just couldn't pit and it was bad timing or if he missed the pit, but he is going to drop all the way down from the lead down to P8, it looks like. I don't think the Haas... Oh, the Haas might overtake him. He might drop down to P9 here. Oh. Like he will maintain. But that is rather unfortunate for the Ferrari driver.
Yeah, I am sure he is not a happy camper behind that visor right now.
No, that timing might not have been the best for him, but Spanini getting the lead back. Honestly, a gift. A gift after the mistake that he had going into turn 1. Manages to get the safety car timing right because of it. He would probably be back down with some good salt if he hadn't done that, but that just goes to show you. He's playing 5D chess right now. He knew that was gonna happen.
Yep. Had it all planned out.
But everybody has now hit the pit stops. I'm interested to see how many front wing changes we've had.
We're probably pretty close to 11 already, I think.
Yeah. Oh, headset's about to die. 1 second. Entertain the people.
We have Red Arrow retiring as well. Wonder what happened there.
Alright, I am back and ready for action. Looks like the safety car is going to continue on for another lap. We've got Nick AC in the back catching up to the field, and Red Arrow left the session. Did he
Yeah,
retire under safety car?
he yeah, you just missed that as you were changing your battery.
What happened to Red Arrow? Do tell, good sir.
I would love to know.
Oh, you didn't see it? Okay, well, sorry.
I didn't see it. No, I think he might have done it in the pits. I didn't see a car on the track. Uh, once I saw that he had retired.
Well, Pablo is being our local Ted Kravitz and working the pit lane to find out what happened. Thank you, Pablo. He'll report back to us soon,
Yeah.
and we'll let you all know. But while we're waiting for this safety car to finish, we might as well take a look at what the last replay was. I believe it was Orlando, Scary Terry, and Red Arrow coming together. So speaking of Red Arrow, we can see some part of his evening here. Unfortunately, going a little bit off track, just trying to come back on and losing a little bit of speed. Scary Terry making contact, Red Arrow into the wall. Unfortunate for his race. It's now no longer racing tonight. I have no idea how that happened. Must have been some sort of weird incident to retire under safety car. That's a lifeline for your race, having a safety car with an incident impacting your race earlier on like that. Somehow he is not not racing anymore. So we'll report back to you. Can you get Schurzall back? I saw he
Yeah, I was
just
gonna say he just left. We'll try and get him back in here.
oh, and Orlando.
Oh, we're losing everyone here.
Everybody's dropping right before the safety car goes in. Here, I'll send Orlando one as well.
I just sent Orlando on. He was before.
Got safety car coming in this lap.
Oh, I don't see Surazel anywhere on my. Does he have a different name on?
I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I'm not sure. You'll have to check the Discord, or I'll keep my eyes on the Twitch chat. But Spanini about to take us to green now. Lap 11, and he is already gone. Getting a decent restart there. Jamin not putting any pressure on him. Looks like Mill Carton might be one of the closer cars. He's pushing Chubb Tucker down the straight. And there's a huge gap behind DK to Orlando. Orlando must have been caught sleeping there. Mill Carton pulling alongside, going into turn 4, tucks in right behind Chubb Tucker. Wise decision. That is a tricky corner, especially if you're on the outside. You basically have no chance. And it still says safety car, but I assure you we are under green flag conditions once again. Spanini still in the lead, managing to hold off Jamin on that restart, but Jamin is keeping close contact with the Red Bull driver. Nick AC jumping at a Schurzall. I think that's the AI of Schurzall, but Orlando has managed to get him back in. Looks like Mail Carton still pressuring Chubb Tucker. Ragley also looking real confident on the back. Oh, just lost a bit of time there, and actually Nick AC is now on the charge. Scary Terry losing a position to the Ferrari ahead. This is a crazy battle happening between these cars. The Red Bull goes flying through Fragley, but it's a switchback for Heavy Chalice. They're wheel to wheel now, going down the straight. Looks like Fragley's got the better of the Ferrari on that occasion, but he is blinking. No DRS yet. Chubb Tucker gets a 3-second penalty. Not 3 wide into turn 1. Little lockup from the Ferrari, but he managed to keep the place as the Haas goes off the track. Let's take a little look at that replay from the Ferrari as they go wheel to wheel into turn 4. No, the Red Bull backs out wisely. You can see Ferrari getting a nice over-under there right alongside. Unfortunately, oh no, sorry, fortunately, gained the position because of that, and he's now ahead of Fragley. Scary Terry managing to fight off the kick Sauber as well. Benini just stretching his legs a little bit now. He's got an 1/8 of a second gap. Jamin. Chubb Tucker not too far behind Jamin, but got the 3-second penalty to work with as well. Melkarn looking real aggressive now as well. Chubb is the only one on the medium tires in this top 5. Actually, Bandut fighting it right now with a couple cars behind. Oh, it's a three-way fight. The Ferrari with some good salt getting involved, coming back from P8. He's already up to P5. But Bandut's not ready to give this away just yet. Bandut fighting it on the inside. Oh, he gets a little loose and there's contact there. Oh, unfortunate for the V car, but looks like no damage, thankfully. But he lost a couple spots there. Jump up a couple spots here as we watch the Ferrari. Some good salt defending DK on the outside. Let's take a look at that replay once again. As Bandut was trying to hold off those two, but he just didn't have enough grip on the inside. Now he finds himself behind both DK. Oh my goodness, and
Oh no.
DK is gone. That's going to be another safety car. Oh, DK was right behind Bandut. I don't know what happened there, but it was just in the background of the live feed, and his tires exploded. His car went off, and that's the end of his night.
We
Unfortunate.
are getting some racing tonight.
Yeah. Getting some racing, getting some crashing. Unfortunately, safety cars breed safety cars. That's what they say, but we'll jumble that grid back up. Some good salt, making a pretty good charge in the 3 laps that he had, making 3 positions up from 8th to 5th. DK, oh man, I can't help but feel for him. He was so competitive in Australia and just had an unfortunate incident. I have no idea what happened there, but I can't imagine it was anything but unfortunate for him, and hate to see that.
Yeah, not what you want to see.
Not what you want to see, but now it begs the question, are we going to see some bold strategy calls, or are we riding this out into the sunset? Spanini faking it. No, he's not going to go for it. He's just trying to tease the rest of them, though. Just making you think, maybe. That prediction not closed, or what is closed? I don't know.
Just 2 cars. Scary Terry and
Sure is all.
the AI of Sirzal.
Let me see if I have his EA here. Maybe I can get him in.
Yeah, maybe you can get him back in here.
Got a little safety car, period. Why not? Oh, not in the right spot. Yep.
Say yeah, he just typed in the chat too.
No, I don't think I have him.
I said I'd love to get him in, but oh, he's back online now.
Oh, thank you, Red Devil. We're working on it. We're on the case. You can tell him that his AI has got him some fresh tires, and he is looking good to go. Oh, just over halfway through the race here, and 12 cars remain from 16. We're expecting 18, so a couple attendance reprimands going out tonight, I tell you that. Razzle back in the session. Well done, sir. Thank you very much.
And luckily he did not miss too much with the safety car.
Exactly, yep. Is that another person I saw that just left? Or is that DK? Oh. So some clarification from our local Ted Kravitz, Pablo Plays. What happened? DK was in outside, Bandut on inside. DK slightly tapped Bandut, right hand side, and tire exploded. Correction, DK hit the inside wall by himself, and he went wide before the tire exploded, so it looked like Bandut hit. Oh, okay. DK, unfortunately, just a little, it's so easy to do on that corner, just a little lapse of concentration, and boom, there goes your front left. So easy to do, and such a long race, honestly. 25 laps are on this track with what, 27 turns is no joke. So gotta really commend these gentlemen for putting us on, putting a show on for us and keeping it on the track for this long. For those in
We
the,
are
oh sorry,
almost down to, if you finish, you get points here.
almost there, almost that at that point. Was it 75% race distance or 85%? I can't remember. But for those in the chat, what are your predictions? Who do you think's gonna win? I mean, it's kind of wide open right now. Let's just get some tires up. We can help you make an informed decision. Tires. Orlando has gotten himself back in the session. We've got about half a lap to go to green here. But Spanini staying out on the 7-lap old hards. Chubb on the 9-lap old mediums with the penalty. Jamin has 7-lap old hards. Mail on 7-lap old hards. Some good salt. 6-lap old hards. And Bandute 7-lap old mediums. So those are your top 6. Orlando has a penalty as well. Anyone's game here, really. I mean, personally, in our race last night, I found the degradation wasn't really a factor. So even those on the mediums and the hards, I don't think there's going to be a too big difference in performance right now. It's all about who can put in the lap times, who can put in the performance. Destructo is supporting Mail Carton for the McLaren boys, yeah. Or Orlando has retired.
What happened there?
He might not have been able to take control of his car. I think that he might have gotten the glitch. That's so unlucky for him. Safety car is coming in though. We are about to go back to green. Oh, yeah, I think that's what happened to Destructo. And Spanini leading us away now. Getting a good jump on Chubb Tucker. Chubb using that battery, trying to close in. Spanini using equally just to keep him behind. We've got a race on our hands. About 9 laps to go here. And Fragley looks like he dropped all the way back. Oh, huge mistake in turn 1. He's lost both end plates on his wing. And Mail Carton's out of the
Oh,
session.
Milkarn's out. What happened there?
Oh no, let's get on board with Fragley. Maybe he can catch a glimpse. It was pretty much the same spot. Oh, he disappeared just after where DK retired. We have another safety car here. Back-to-back safety cars. Not what you want in the commentary booth to keep yourself awake. And I'm sure not what Spanini wants doing these continual restarts over and over again. Just wants to get this green flag over with.
Destructo, I think that might maybe a little bit be your fault.
Damn. If you get
Just a
called,
little bit.
hold on. If you get called out by Sean Boy, you know you messed up.
Well, he said it in the chat. He's like, "That's not my fault." Nah, maybe a little bit.
Sean Boy is the most unproblematic dude, and if he tells you that you might be in the wrong, I got a news flash for you. You're definitely in the wrong. Destructo,
Oh, that's
that's on you,
hilarious.
bro. That's on you. My bad, fellas. He says, yeah, that's on. You gotta put your $2 into the jar for the McLaren boys there. Sorry about that one, Mail Carton. But anybody gonna go for it? Bandute is in the pits. Was there damage with Bandute? Because he wasn't too far away from the McLaren.
We will see if he puts a wing on here.
Ooh, doesn't look like it.
Oh,
We got Nick AC also in the pits. Nick AC changing a wing. Raggedy changing a wing. The over is 1,000% hitting.
oh, it's definitely already hit. Yeah, you gotta be at like 15, 16 now.
Like, when I put 11.5, I was like, I feel like the under is gonna hit here. This might be too much.
Pablo says it's at 11.
It's at 11 with,
It's at 11.
because we're gonna have 5 laps to go with 11 broken wings on the
And
table.
the over was what, 11 and a half?
11.5.
So one more wing. pushes it over the edge.
Oh boy, we're really hanging in the balance here. But honestly, you look at the I know there was a couple penalties for drivers who are not racing right now, but for those that are left, the 10 drivers left, only one driver with a penalty. Oh, what the heck? Scherzal's out. What is happening?
Oh my.
I'm too far behind to get it. His car is still driving. Did he retire?
Eh. Did the game kick him just like it kicked Orlando?
It, but I thought he was in charge of his car by that point.
Yeah, I thought he was too.
Yeah, yeah, Destructo. I do remember he did get the damage there. Hmm. This is this is gonna be interesting. I wanna hear your predictions. Obviously, like I mean, I asked before, and Mail Carton got cursed to his death. But you think the lobby's glitched? Like just like earlier today, Potty? Oh no, I hope not. And dude, it's the first car on the soft tires. Do you think he's got anything in the tank?
I think he might. Are they fresh softs or are they scrub softs after a few
Nope.
quali laps?
No, they're fresh softs. He just put them on under safety car.
Brand new.
Brand new softs. Panini has not controlled the race for the whole race, but since some good salt dropped back due to the unfortunate timing, he has been in the lead. Jamin seemed to be sliding a little bit around the start of the race, but he is definitely a good shout.
I definitely think we could see these soft tires put quite a push to the front of the grid here.
All right, well, when we go green here, we're gonna have to definitely keep our eye on the battle for the lead, but also keep our eye on Bandute and him leading the charge for the soft runners, because I'd be interested to see how he can carve through the field here with just over 5 laps to go. Hopefully we get the signal that we're going green here. Yes, sir. The lobby's
Yeah,
not
we
cooked.
do.
I can't believe Potty tried to curse it like that. Potty, you are the worst. Just kidding. I love you, Potty. Here we go again. Spanini leading away the AM2 field. Chubb Tucker behind on these 12-lap-old mediums with Jamin for company and some good salt. Some good salt. Don't forget. Don't count him out. He was in the lead of this race at one point, and he unfortunately lost out due to the safety car. But here we go again. We're green. Spanini getting a fantastic jump on Chubb, over a half a second ahead. And we are green once again. Let's get rid of that. As you were for the top 5, and I believe no one else making positions into turn 1, but Bandute, ooh, a little tentative over the first turn there, if I say so myself. Oh, Spanini is
Oh,
crashed. Oh
same
no!
place.
The same place. The leader is out of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and it's a virtual safety car. Chubb Tucker is now officially inherited the lead, but he has that 3-second penalty. Spanini from the lead of the race. Oh no. In the same spot as we've lost a couple drivers tonight.
Unbelievable. That corner is just eating F1 cars up tonight.
It is claiming lives, collecting F1 cards, and trading them like they're Pokemon cards. Jamin now in the driver's seat, so to speak. He is within that crucial 3-second gap to Chubb Tucker, as is pretty much the rest of the field. And we're back to green. Jamin Not as close as he would have liked to been to Chubb Tucker there, but crucially not getting any drive-through penalties. Chubb just trying to pull away now. He is on the medium tires, and we have been on safety car for most of their life. So they should be in pretty good shape right now. We have gone from 16 drivers down to 8 now.
We have lost exactly half the grid.
Exactly half the grid is lost. Scary Terry making a position on Heavy Chalice. We go into turn 1. Chubb Tucker leads lap 21 of 25. Van Doot with the soft tires trying to make some inroads on the Ferrari. He is making a charge, like we mentioned, the 3-lap-old softs, and he gets that position. V-Carb off the road, actually. I wonder if that's a gaining an advantage, but neither here nor there. Let's get rid of the tires, and let's just get focused on this action. Heavy Chalice getting a penalty in P6. Not going to affect his result too much. He'll still score points tonight. Chubb leading the field. Bandu trying to push the house along. And it is very tight. DRS going to be open this lap, I believe. Here
And
we
there
go.
it is.
Chubb Tucker under unbelievable pressure from Jamin, and he has to see position. Is Jamin gonna get? Oh, there's a bit of contact with
Oh,
Chubb
they're
Tucker. He's
coming
fighting out. It's
together.
3 wide, and some good salt goes through. We have to get a clip of that and a spicy replay. Some good salt just allowing those two to fight, and honestly benefiting massively from it. Let's see what happens as we go into the final turn here. Get to do a bit of a replay. Going down the straight. Oh, it's wheel to wheel,
Oh,
and the Haas
uh,
gets into a huge
oh no,
collision.
the
There's
Ferrari's
4
out too.
people out. Oh no, and another safety car. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
What are we watching? Oh, unfortunate scenes right now. Heavy Chalice getting the worst of it, but Scary Terry was involved in that as well. I believe at least one more car. Let's see if we can see any damage here. Scary Terry,
So
yeah,
I thought it
way
might have
back.
been a Bandu, but he looks okay.
Just when you think you're safe, when you want to play the replay going down the straight, it explodes. Oh my goodness, guys. Let's try to keep it clean for the last few laps here. We've only got 7 cars remaining on the grid. Play nice. Thankfully, I'm not a steward. Retweet. I don't know who made this calendar, but must hate stewards. That all really started with this replay right here, where we saw the top few really fighting it out. Chubb Tucker trying to hold on to that position down the straight into turn 22, I believe, and it ended up 3 wide through the exit there. Some Good Salt benefited the most of the 3. Yeah, whoever made the calendar really does suck. The worst. Let's get rid of that guy. We will have one more lap under safety car here, and then, ladies and gentlemen, it is green, white, checkered. Well, kind of green laps and checkered, white checkered.
Close enough.
Close enough to the green, white, checkered. Basically, it's the F1 2024 checkered. Let's get the tires up one last time. Is Bandu on for a podium here? Is he on for a win with the soft tires? Someone's jumping in the pits though. Scary Terry opting to go for the softs on the last possible opportunity, I believe. Or maybe he's changing his wing. Let's check in with the Haas. But yeah, some good salt. 13 lap old hards. Chubb, 16 lap old mediums. Definitely in the worst shape of top 3. But like I said, it's been mostly safety cars the latter half of this race. It was green flags most of the way through at the start, and then all of a sudden, haven't gotten out of the safety car.
Yeah, things turned sideways real quick and have not straightened back out.
Oh, he didn't change his wing. He has a broken wing and he didn't change it. That could be crucial for the cost bets over under 11 and a half. That could be crucial.
That wow, that is
That could be
that's
game
crazy.
changing for the cost bets. Because according to the chat, we're sitting on 11 currently, and that might be the difference. They're saying, you put, the Haas put his mortgage on it. Yeah, facts.
I'm good with P7. I don't want to
Yeah,
gain anymore.
I'll put on the freshest soft tires, but I will not lose my 5,000 channel points. Well, a little bit of a change now with Spanini out of the race. Unfortunately, how well he drove, getting a little bit of luck on his side, but again, sometimes all you need is a little bit of luck. Unfortunately, not going to be leading us off on this safety car. It is some good salt, the Ferrari driver, who has graciously accepted this challenge to take the win home, but he's got a couple of cars, few positions away with soft tires. What is going to happen? And dude in prime position, time will tell. We have got 2 laps to go in the Jeddah Corniche. Anybody's guess is what's going to happen as we go green once again. Some good salt getting a decent restart on Chubb Tucker. Chubb just hoping to hang on in this position with the older medium tires. We're only going to have DRS on the last lap. That might give Chubb a lifeline if he is able to stay within 1 second in this first lap. But we've already got a little bit of wheel-to-wheel action between Jamin and Bandut, who's trying to hold off the soft runner. What can Bandut do as he's chasing down that Williams through these final 2 laps? Through Sector 1 we go, where so many cars have lost the rest of their race tonight. Bandut actually looking a little bit slidey through there, not able to use the grip of that soft tire to keep up with Jamin, who pulled away almost half a second through that sector. Kane cheering on his teammate, some good salt. Jamin has lost the DRS of Chubb, interestingly enough. Will he be able to catch that back up before the last lap? It's almost like what happened to Jamin last week in Australia, where he had the help of Chubb to kind of break a bit of a gap from those behind him. Salt now has the help of Chubb to break the help of Jamin behind. So he's not going to have that opportunity, it looks like. We've got 1 lap to go, coming up to the final corner of the penultimate lap. Some good salt trying to hold off Chubb. Chubb just thankful to be hanging on now and going to have the benefit of DRS, it looks like, as we start the final lap of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix in the AM2 Season 14 Championship. DRS is now enabled. Bandut looking real racy on Jamin. Nick AC also looking real racy. He's come from nowhere. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there. Bandut makes the position on Jamin, but loses it to Nick AC, who flies through into the podium. Out of nowhere, another soft runner, I believe, managing to make the most of this opportunity at the end of the race. He had a rough qualifying, a rough race all the way through, but here he is sitting in that podium position with just 1 lap to go, less than that. Chubb Tucker, fair play to him, hanging on to that Ferrari ahead, gonna have the benefit of the DRS as we get through Sector 2 and Sector 3. But what can Bandut do now? He's got Jamin chasing him down on those medium tires. Bandut has the fresher softs, and he's looking to make a position on Nick AC for that final podium position. Well, I guess he is going to be on the podium unless Jamin can overtake him with Chubb's penalty. That's unfortunate for Chubb. He's probably going to drop all the way back to 7th, considering how close this field is with the last lap safety car. Some good salt maintaining that lead on Chubb. Bandut. Oh, sorry.
Chubb will drop to 5.
Jamin trying to fight it back on Bandut. Is it going to get tasty here? We're 3 wide down the final straight. On the brakes, it's the 2 V-Carb and the Williams side by side. And now it's a drag race to the line. Who's going to have the DRS? Jamin or Bandut? It looks like Some Good Salt takes the win. Chubb Tucker crosses the line second, but who's on the podium? It's Jamin and Chubb Tucker. Oh, wait, Chubb Tucker dropped back. It's Jamin and someone else. I can't remember. Who even got third? Nick AC?
I believe it was Nick AC.
Nick AC managed to beat out Bandute to the line. Well done to him. Bandute support fan club is in tears right now. Oh, Williams, Ferrari. Oh, it's an Aston Martin. Chubb actually did keep that position. I was shocked. I thought I saw Chubb on the top 3, but I was like, no way. He's got the 3-second penalty. Well done to Salt. Well done to Chubb. Well done to the Williams driver as well of Jamin. I believe he's going to maintain the lead of the championship with that result. See the podium celebrations there. Chubb is in third. I have no idea how he kept that. He had a 3-second penalty. Apparently, Jamin 3 seconds behind. Yeah. I mean, whoa. Jamin and Chubb had the same gap. Look at that.
Oh, I was still watching podium celebration.
They have the same gap. Anyways, some good salt. Taking the victory tonight in the Ferrari. Jamin in second, Chubb in third, Bandute P4, Nick AC P5, Scary Terry P6, Fragley P7, Heavy Chalice P8, Spanini P9, and Schurzall P10. We had quite a few DNFs all the way down to 16th from 7th. And then let's check the race director quick. Oh, pit stops.
So yeah, did Jamin and Chubb tie?
I have to double check the footage after. I just got to it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Jamin and Chubb tied. That's 10? Oh my god, that's no way that's 10. I'll have to look at it
Oh,
after, but we'll talk to you guys in a few moments when we get that podium set up. See you in a few. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are in the interview booth now with our top 3. First and foremost, we are going to be speaking with Mr. Chubb Tucker, who managed to sneak onto the podium there. Chubb, congratulations first of all, and what do you think of your race there?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. After I got the 3 seconds, I thought oh man, like I can sit here and run this all day, like up first or second, but there was no reason to push there at the end because I knew with the 3 seconds, even if I got in front of him, I mean, he was gonna beat me. So better to stay behind and take the points where I could get them rather than potentially cost myself getting a penalty or something if we were to hit. So
Yeah, definitely. It was I was saying in the last lap, I'm like, I think Chubb's gonna drop down to seventh with how close this field is, and to my surprise, you managed to stay on the podium. Do you expect that going in that last lap there? Do you think you had the gap, or was it just kind of a
not
surprise?
No, no, I actually was looking at it. I know you're supposed to be looking, watching the race, but I actually was looking up at the at the leaderboard there, and I saw that fifth was at least he was a second and a half behind me. I was like, oh god, hopefully the DRS. But and then even right as we were coming across the line, I saw that Bandit was like almost 3 seconds right there. But luckily, I think where Salt crashed into the wall right there on purpose. I think he helped me out because I think they let up a little bit coming to the line, seeing that. So I appreciate that, Salt.
Oh man, that's kind of funny. Yeah, I noticed you and I think it was P2, so Jamin, you and Jamin had the exact same finishing gap to the leader. So I think you were just might have been at milliseconds behind, like who knows how big that gap was, but incredible that you stayed on the podium. Congratulations to you. First podium of the season, right? Or last week did you? No, you didn't.
No, no, I elected to stay out on old
Yeah.
tires, and that wasn't smart. And there was three of us going into the chicane there, or actually not the chicane. It was before the second DRS straight, or I guess third at Australia. And just three of us, three wide. I got sandwiched into the wall, and it made me spin. But it's one of those things. It's racing, like not something I can be mad at anybody about. So
Yeah, exactly. Well, huge bounce back, like you said, almost the same position that you were last week, where you had the leader behind you going into the last safety car, or you're with a leader going into the last few laps, and just this week it worked out for you. So congratulations on that again. And I think that's all the questions I got. Sean Boy, you got anything for our man Chubb Tucker finishing P3 tonight?
Uh, oh, I don't think I have any questions. Just big congratulations. That was a wild ride through the entire race with 100 safety cars. So
yeah,
uh,
yeah, it was. I couldn't believe it because I was like, well, I already knew I was going to be stretching on the mediums, and then I kept getting a safety car. I was like, all right, I'm gonna be all right. And then we got that second safety car. I was like, okay, now I'm going to be in a real good position. And the third one, I'm like, geez, okay, this isn't good now. So I was hoping maybe I'd have a few laps to heat them up, and because I knew the hards was going to take longer. But with the 3 seconds, I thought maybe I could pull away. But uh, part of it, hey, at least I stayed on the podium. So
Definitely. Well, congratulations, Chubb, once again. Moving on to next week in Canada, hopefully. Oh no, not Canada. Austria. Hopefully you can keep this performance up and put another podium in. Well done, dude.
yeah, thank you, appreciate it.
No problem. Moving on. Now we have got our P2 finisher, Jamin, in the booth with us. Jamin, congratulations once again. Another solid finish for you. I believe that's gonna absolutely retain the lead of the championship for you. Are you happy with your performance tonight?
Oh, I'm absolutely happy with the result, but that was an unbelievable it was such a frustrating race to be a part of from start to finish.
Lot.
And a lot of it was on me, especially at the end. I started to drop from the top two because after the final safety car, because I completely forgot to switch my ERS back on, and I don't know, maybe I could have not been. I was in P5, like a couple corners to go. I somehow got past people to get all the way to P2. It was kind of I was really fortunate that error didn't cost me everything.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it can be extremely costly now if you leave your battery on for a little too long, and everybody else is fully charged after a safety car, and you're just dropping back with nothing to give, especially without the DRS. But well done to you, man. There's a little bit of a fight between the top few tonight, and you started a little bit further back and kind of avoided it and came in exactly when you needed to. Any thoughts on your strategy, or what really went your way to get you onto the podium tonight?
Well, definitely, there's definitely a few. I definitely got a little lucky to get onto the podium, and somehow there were so many crashes going on around me, and I managed to just escape through them all. Some ghosting as well early on helped, but I got a penalty in quals.
Yeah,
So I think maybe that honestly maybe like I know the middle of the pack is usually a little dangerous, but everything was kind of popping off in front of me, so it was actually kind of a okay spot to be in,
yeah,
or like
definitely.
not at me, but in front of me. Yeah.
Exactly. That grid penalty kind of cost you a little bit starting out in was an eighth or seventh instead of the top few drivers where you should have been. Any insight on what happened there in qualifying?
Well, I thought I was well off the racing line, and a McLaren comes by and like I guess grazes me. I don't know if there was like actually contact, and I don't think the McLaren was affected, but it gave me a grid penalty. I was sure I was off the racing line. Like I was so far to the left, like complete, and not even like behind a wall. I was really confused on how he didn't see me.
Yeah,
But
definitely a little
uh,
bit of a weird one. Some things can happen with this game by EA, obviously. Good for you for fighting through that and still making it to podium after all that. That's all from me, Sean Boy. You got anything for our P2 finisher, Mr. Jamin in the Williams?
No, I mean, impressive to see someone being able to put a Williams on the podium. So congrats on that one.
uh,
Damn, all the shade to Red Devil and no pucks given right there.
No, this is more towards Logan Sargent. No, this is real life.
I've chosen Sergeant in both races too. Like when I load in.
Nah,
There you
no,
go.
no shade at my Williams boys in AM3. Love them both, but but no, just a big congrats. It was like I said, a super hectic race, and you managed to pull it from like P7 and managed to work through the pack up to the top. So it was quite an impressive race.
Thank you, and thank you to Chubb and Salts as well. There's absolutely fun racing today. Just at the top, I thought, even if it was a little messy, those hards were terrible, man. It was good racing.
Love to see
Yeah,
the
thanks.
respect between drivers in the podium interviews. Moving on now to our winner, round two at the Jeddah Street Circuit. It is some good salt. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations on the win. You had pretty much everything work against you this race, but still somehow found a way to finish on top. My first question is, did that safety car timing mess up your race?
Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Uh, literally right as I passed the safety car or the pit entry, yeah, that safety car came out super unlucky. I saw everyone else behind me come in right there, and so I had to go around a whole lap around behind the safety car. It came out in seventh. At least it was like a decent way into the race, so I didn't fall back too far. But yeah, so I came out seventh on the hard tires, and on the restart, it was really difficult actually for me to get temperature for some reason, and um, making passes was pretty difficult at first. And but yeah, uh, at that point I realized like it was really like all about surviving, and yeah, like the walls are scary. Even at quali, I actually hit the wall and knocked myself out. I actually kind of
Yeah,
disappointed. I think I could have gotten pole there if I didn't do that, but you know that's how it goes. Luckily, I still got P2. Yeah,
yeah,
good start.
that was kind of surprising that we just saw you come across the line, set the fastest lap, and then
Hmm.
wait, he's out. Just
Yeah.
a little error on your in lap, or what happened there?
Um. No, no, it was a flying lap, I
Oh,
believe.
is it push lap? Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is my last one. Or
man.
no, oh, I don't remember actually. But yeah.
That's too bad. You still fought through that, and you managed to fight through the safety car timing. Talk us through the last little bit of the race, especially after Spanini was out. You're the one that's kind of starting the restarts. Do you feel any pressure from the cars behind you, or is this kind of another safety
Uh.
car? Here we go again.
Well, yeah. Obviously, it sucked having to go through the safety car because I knew I could just pull away eventually. Honestly, but with the restarts, it was kind of scary. You know, with how the race is playing out, it was kind of kind of scary. But I knew Chubb was actually behind me. He had a 3-second penalty, so I knew that I had like a buffer there. So I knew I could just give him a tow, have him stick behind me, and I'd kind of have a buffer behind me. I wouldn't have to worry too much as long as I kept this car straight. And we did start like pulling away from Jamin and whoever else was back there.
Yeah,
Um, yeah.
definitely. Well, I think that's all for me. I'll pass it on to Sean Boy here, but last thing I will say is that we're ranked seventh power ranking coming in. race, and I believe you're gonna have a pretty big boost from this one. So, yeah. Last thing I'll say is just congratulations on that. And Sean Boy, you got any questions for our P1 finisher tonight, Dalton, the Ferrari?
I don't think I have any questions. I'm not much of a questions person, as you guys can see, but no, it's congrats. Obviously, you got pretty unlucky with that safety car, and from there really was not much for green flag race, and so to be able to kind of rip through from P7 back to the top of the board
Yep.
with probably what 3 or 4 actual
Yeah.
real green flag laps. So
Yep. Well, well
yeah,
said.
yeah, an impressive run.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, I believe that is all from us in the booth tonight. On behalf of all of our podium finishers and my co-commentator, Sean Boy, thank you all for joining us tonight in the AM2 Championship. We're back next week for this tiers action in Austria, same time, same place. But if you want to get more contest to speed action, we've got races happening tomorrow. We've got one for the UK at 9 p.m. UK time. That's EU1 racing at Jeddah. And then AM1 is taken to the Jeddah streets as well tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to check out that action with Electric Entree and Chubb Tucker, one of our podium finishers, great commentary duo. I do recommend it. 10 out of 10. Please check that out and drop us a follow. We'll see you there. Talk to you later. Peace.